Srimati Caru, Candrika, Didi, but she met Srila Gurudeva in 1996 and accepted his shelter then. And she traveled with him so many times, and under his instruction, she is preaching and inspiring so many devotees. So very fortunate to have Charu Chandrika Didi speak. And when you're ready, you can unmute yourself, and you have 20 minutes, and I'll hold up the sign as you get towards the end. Haribol.
Om Ginat Mandasha Gananjana Salakaya Chakshmalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyapane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayaniti Namane Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Vipasinnadevacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So before I begin, I'd like to offer my humble, most respectful obeisances, my heart like flowers, at the dust of the lotus feet of my Gurudev, on Vishnupad Astotarsata Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And at the same time, of my humble, most respectful obeisances, time and time again, at the dust of the lotus feet of my Param Gurudevs, Nityalila Vishnupad Astotarsata Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, and Nityalila Vishnupad Astotarsata Srimad Bhakti Bhagyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, unto Srila Rupa Goswami, as we are glorifying him also today with this question, and unto all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis headed by our Sanyasiga. So please accept my Dandavat pranams. Okay, so it's amazing opportunity to actually following in the footsteps of all senior Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, my godbrothers and godsisters, who are offering their Shraddha Pushpanjali to our Srila Gurudev's lotus feet on this day. And today you're celebrating in UK, tomorrow we're celebrating in Vrindavan, and maybe different days around the world. So where to begin? There's so much to say, but very little time to say it in. But anyway, with this question on how Gurudev spread the glories of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad in this world. And what is the question again, actually, Tarun Krishna Prabhu? Can't hear you, you're muted. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, just about.
Discuss the importance that Srila Gurudev attributes to Srila Rupa Goswami. What is the importance he attributes to developing our relationship with Srila Rupa Goswami? Okay, so I'll try to touch on that. I hope I don't repeat too much of what our Shripad Sridhar Maharaj just said as well. Anyway, I'll do my best. Okay, so our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he's a real Brijbasi. But what kind of Brijbasi is he? He's a Palyadasi of Srimati Radhika, whose name is Raman Manjari, that was revealed to us. And he's come here to give this Palyadasi Bhav,
or Radha Dasya, and who is the foremost Dasi of Srimati Radhika. That's none other than Shri Rupa Manjari. So our Srila Gurudev, he was a true Rupa Nuga Gaudiya Vaishnava who followed and inspired many of his followers around the world to become Rupanuga and to do Raganuga and Rupanuga bhajan. So he inspired many to follow the teachings of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, which he gave to the whole world. So what did he give us, actually? What did Srila Gurudev give us? That's what we are taught to contemplate on such days as these, the Avibhav-Tithi or the PureBhakti-Tv of Srila Gurudev or any Gaudiya, Rupanuga Gaudiya Vaishnava. So what did Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instruct the 6 Goswamis, including Rupa Goswami? He first told them to do Lapta Tirtha Udara, which means to discover the lost holy places. Also Vigraha Prakash, which means to manifest the lost deities. And Bhakti Grantha Pranaya, which means to compose books describing the glories of Bhakti. And Vaishnav Sadhata Stapana, to establish what is the correct behavior of Vaishnavas in the various ashrams or stages of life. So Srila Rupa Goswami, he fulfilled the Manobishtam of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by discovering the lost holy places and manifesting the lost deities, like he discovered and established Radha Govinda in Vrindavan. So first, I want to say that our Srila Gurudev established many deities all over the world, but especially in the holy dhams like Braj, Vrindavan, Govardhan, Navadvip, Jagannath Puri. So we know the history that Gurudev was expelled from Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti, and in a very short time he had built a huge temple and named it Keshavaji Gaudiya Mat in Navadvip. That was like triple the size of Devananda Gaudiya Mat, and could accommodate many pilgrims, maybe triple the amount of people that Devananda Gaudiya Mat could accommodate. So he established Radha Vinod Bihari in that Keshji Gaudiya Mat in Navadvip, and in Chakratirtha in Puri, he transformed a hotel into a beautiful temple and established also Radha Vinod Bihari there, and Radha Gopinath in Gopinath Bhavan, very, very beautiful Thakurji there, and Radha Vinod Bihari in Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Mat in Vrindavan. So Gurudev is also known as Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj because he's Goswami exactly like Srila Rupa Goswami and the other Goswamis, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is called the 7th Goswami. I think Srila Gurudev is the 8th Goswami in my eyes, or our eyes, we could say like that. So actually I wanted to mention also, I think Shripad Sridhar Maharaj also mentioned that what is the unique speciality of Rupa Sanatan Gaudiya Mat, that he established Srila Rupa Goswami, beautiful Murti of Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, showing us that we are Rupa Nuga and the followers of Rupa Goswami, whose elder brother is Sanatan Goswami. So he's also there. And we've come to Vrindavan. Why? Why have we come to Vrindavan? Only to become the followers of Rupa Goswami. and follow in his footsteps, how he did bhajan, so that we can serve Srimati Radhika under the guidance of Rupa Manjari. So as Sri Ramaraj mentioned also, Gurudev would hold the Rupa Goswami conference in Rupa Sanatana Gaudiya Math every year at the time of Rupa Goswami's disappearance during Julan Yatra. And he would invite so many Gaudiya Vaishnavas and so many Pandits and ask them to speak and glorify Rupa Goswami Pad, who has unlimited glories. And in this way, he would be so happy to glorify Srila Rupa Goswami himself and hear those glories, and for everyone to hear those glories. So also, Gurudev established Vrinda Devi in Rupa Sanatana Gaudiya Math. Why? Showing us that without the mercy of Vrinda Devi, we can't possibly enter Braj Leela. What is the speciality of Vrinda Devi? She's arranging all of Radha and Krishna's pastimes in Madhurya Ras. And if we want to serve Radha and Krishna in those pastimes, we'll first have to attain her mercy. So by serving her in the form of her Vigraha, then we can aspire to attain her mercy so that she may grant us entrance into Braj Leela. So also, Rupa Goswami, he discovered many Leela Stalis of Radha and Krishna in Braj. And Gurudev personally showed us those pastime places by taking us on Braj Mandal Parikrama every single year. And actually, one of the symptoms of birth in the verse Shanti Avyachakala Tvam is one line, Tat Vasiti Stalei Prati. So this means that one who has birth has this symptom that he has so much attachment and affection for the transcendental pastime places of the Lord. So we see this in Gurudev. He had so much affection, so much attachment for all the Leela Stalis of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip, and also Radha and Krishna in Braj. So we know that he participated in these parikramas as well as led these parikramas for over 60 years. Can you imagine? And in the beginning, Gurudev would walk everywhere, following in the footsteps of his Guru Maharaj. They would go on foot. And when he was leading the parikramas, he would go on foot, leading all the pilgrims. And then later, you know, of course, the buses came and like that to make it easier for everyone. Why actually Gurudev wanted that, you know, anyone and everyone could join this parikrama, whether you're very old, 80, 90 years old, or very young, like 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old. Doesn't matter. You can come and simply go on buses. You could go so many places under the guidance of Srila Gurudev. So Gurudev emphasized the importance of going on Braj Mandal Parikrama and Navadvip Dham Parikrama. And he, like I said, he personally invited us all to come every single year. So he would say, oh, give up your jobs or your studies if necessary for 1 month and come to the Holy Dham during Kartik and Gorpanim, you know, participate in Navadvip Dham Parikrama also. So in each pastime place, he would speak on each and every Leela as if he had hundreds and thousands of mouths, as he was directly seeing these pastimes. So He would speak with so much love and affection, so much bhav, with tears in his eyes. He would tell in so much detail these sweet, sweet pastimes and melt everyone's hearts. And in this way, he would give us greed to enter into these pastimes and serve in these pastimes. So also every year during Brajmandal Parikrama, he would take us to Kadamba, like I think Sri Ramaj explained. And he would also glorify Srila Rupa Goswami so much there. But not only that, at the time of Srila Rupa Goswami's disappearance during the time of Julian Yatra, in early morning after Mangalati, he would immediately go towards Radha Damodar Mandir, where Rupa Goswami Samadhi is. And we would all congregate there. And when everyone was assembled outside of the Samadhi Mandir of Srila Rupa Goswami Pardon, Bhajan Kutir, then Gurudev would first of all ask Krishnadas Prabhu or any other Kirtaniya to sing this beautiful bhajan, Shri Rupa Manjari Pada or Yan Kali Rupa. And then he would very, very enthusiastically explain the meanings of each and every word or each and every line. And he would explain the unlimited glories of Srila Rupa Goswami. And he'd ask others to stand up and speak also. And he would relish to speak and to hear those glories. So why would he do that? So that we would get a very powerful impression of the vast, fathomless contribution of Srila Rupa Goswami, how he realized the manobishtam of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya manobishtam stapitam uniputale swayam rupa kadamayam dati svabadanti kan. So how Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he realized the manobishtam of Mahaprabhu, and he was directly empowered by him to establish that in this world, especially through his books, which leads on to the third instruction that Mahaprabhu gave to the 6 Goswamis, including Rupa Goswami. What was that? Bhakti Grantha Pranaya, which means to compose the books describing the glories of Bhakti, like Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. What is this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu? It's very, very important book, maybe considered the most important book of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. It elaborately describes the gradations of bhakti, from Shraddha to Prem to Mahabhav. And so we can identify what stage we are on and what are the symptoms of each and every stage, like this. So Srila Prabhupada, he translated that book, but Gurudev didn't. But Gurudev translated Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, which is Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he's actually said to be an incarnation of Srila Rupa Goswami. So this book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, both, they're considered like the jewel amongst books, as they, okay, anyway, near finished. Okay, I'll try to. As they go into detail on the nature of Uttama Bhakti. So also, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu describes sadhana bhakti. And, you know, the stages from Shraddha to Prem, like Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And it describes this beautiful verse, Anya Bilasita Sanyam Jnana Kamana Avatam Anukulena Krishna no Shilanam Bhakti Uttama, which Srila Gurudeva, he would tell again and again and again, all over the world. He would really want to impress in us, in our hearts, what is Uttama Bhakti. So this book that Gurudeva himself translated, the commentary on Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, describes this in great detail. So also in this book, described Vaidhi Bhakti, Raganuga Bhakti, and of course, Raganuga Bhakti is what Mahaprabhu came to give. Prem Ras Niyas Karita Ashvadan Rag Mag Bhakti Loki Karita Pracharan. So, so many things are contained there. Sadhana Bhakti, Bhav Bhakti, Prem Bhakti, and Bhakti Ras is explained in this book. The unique speciality of Srila Rupa Goswami is that he not only gave the explanation of Bhakti, what is Bhakti, but what is Bhakti Ras? What are the ingredients of Bhakti Ras? And Gurudeva explained that so much, following in Srila Rupa Goswami's footsteps. And also, Srila Gurudeva described to us fully Rasa Tattva. What is the speciality of Ras? In books like Jaiva Dharma, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Jaiva Dharma, that Gurudeva translated into Hindi and English. And there in the last section is brilliant, thorough description of that Rasa Tattva. So, so why did Srila Rupa Goswami write this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu? Just last point. Seva sadhaka rupena siddha rupena chatrahi tadbhava lipshana karya braja lokashna sharata. So this means a sadhak who has agreed for Raganuga Bhakti, he should serve Shri Krishna both in sadhak roop and siddha roop, in order to aspire for the bhavs of the Brishbasis, to attain those bhavs, or a particular bhav of one particular Brishbasi who possesses the same mood in which he's aspiring. So Rupa Goswami wrote Ujjvala Nilamani, and Gurudeva also translated this. And that speciality of Ujjvala Nilamani is Madhurya Ras, where why Gurudeva gave us this book? Why Srila Rupa Goswami gave us this book? What is the speciality? What is the importance? Because this is our goal. That Gurudeva said, if we're coming in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then most likely we will be Unata Ujjvala Rasan Svabhakti Shriyam, is what Mahaprabhu came to give, this Radha Dashyam. Most likely our Swarup will be that of Dasis of Srimati Radhika. And lastly, I just want to mention this book. Rupa Goswami wrote Radha Krishna Ganodesh Dipika. Why? Because this book describes the glories and characteristics of the associates of Radha and Krishna. And Gurudeva translated this for us. Why? Why did he do that? Why is it so important? Because, like, if a lady gets married into a particular family, then she will be introduced to her husband's family, his mother, father, brother, sister, and he will get to know their family members, he will get to know their friends, he will get to know what they wear, what their nature, their characteristics, and so on. So this book, it describes our family members, our real family members, and their characteristics. Who is Srimati Radhika? Who are the Sakis of Srimati Radhika? Who are the Manjaris of Srimati Radhika? And therefore, and all what they were, their nature, characteristics, everything. And then we can meditate on them rather than meditating on our mundane so-called family members in this world. And why? we need to meditate on them so our samskars will become very, very strong, very deep. So Gurudev gave us all this. Why? Because Srila Narottam Das Thakur said in PureBhakti Candrika, Sadhane Bhaviba Yaha Siddha Dehe, Pabataha Ragapatera A Se Upaya. Last point. Whatever I contemplate during my sadhana, that I will certainly achieve upon attaining my Siddha Deha, my perfected spiritual body. So this is the method of performing Raganuga Bhakti. So Gurudev gave us this, much more. Upadeshamrita, also Rupa Goswami wrote, and that describes from the beginning to the end our topmost goal of attaining Srimati Radhika, the service of Srimati Radhika, Radha Kunj. So in all Gurudev's lectures and all his books, he described in so much detail the glories of Srila Rupa Goswami. And he also, just the very, very last point, he also gave us Vaishnav Sadhachar Stapana, which Rupa Goswami established, how to properly follow the correct behavior of those in the various ashrams, the grihastas, the brahmacharis, sannyasis, vanapras and sannyasis. And Gurudev had so many ideal disciples. He himself was an ideal grihasta, then brahmachari, vanapras sannyas, and he also had many disciples and followers who were ideal and traveled and preached around the world, or worked on his books, and they did so much service inspired by him. I finished. Okay, finished. sorry, I know I went over time. So please forgive me. There's so much to say, so much more I wanted to say, but not enough time. But thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And on this day, I pray to Srila Gurudev that I can become a real disciple, because right now I am not anywhere near a real disciple or follower of Srila Gurudev. So I pray for his mercy to really imbibe his mood and follow in his footsteps. So Srila Gurudeva Ki Jai.
Thank you so much, Caru, Didi.